Snacks, snack attack. It's all about the snacks, which we all snack. We snack different when we were younger. We probably snack different when we're older. Some of us don't. We've been snacking the same for a long time. But because we're all headed, a lot of people going back to school, we had snacks on our minds. So that's what we're doing.
It's going to be a big old snack attack. And we want to thank all of our new subscribers to the channel. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to our Rushmore channel on the YouTube. We appreciate it.
So
let's snack it out.
Let's snack it out. So this is a good one because I don't think there'll be a lot of overlap because it's definitely a unique kind of thing. So I'll get right into it because I'm not worried about, whatever. I'm kind of combining a little from when I was young and when I was old. There are two of my four have been for life, like the NWO says. It's for life, right? So one that's been consistent since I remember ever eating that I have never stopped. I had it last night. I'll have it tonight. Is popcorn. I eat popcorn all the time. Yeah, I eat it all the time.
Same.
It's the main. It's a main snack for me. It's my
main event.
It's the main event. I think about it during the day. I can't wait to have it later that night. Now it's changed. It used to be Jiffy Pop, microwave pop, filled with butter, movie theater style. Now it's like reduced sodium, no salt, plain ass popcorn, and I love it all the same.
Skinny Pop's good, bro. Skinny Pop
is this shit. Yeah, and it's everywhere. You can get it everywhere.
100 one bag, 100 calories.
Ooh.
The heavyweight champion of popcorn to me is Smart Food. You got to go the Smart Food.
Smart Food's good too.
They got that cheese one my kids get. If I get my hands on that,
that's what it's all about.
No,
I want the cheese. Give me
the
cheese.
I'm old
cheese.
I'm old school, man. Orville, bro. Orville Redenbacher.
Okay, Mr. Redenbacher. He's always a good man to have.
I got to tell you that yellow bag. What's that yellow bag one my kids get all the time? It's I'm not going to remember, but it's sitting in there. My mind doesn't work anymore. But it's hard because I eat the one with no salt, no butter, and then when I go to the movies, that shit is so.
Oh man. Bro, my feet swell. When I go to the movies and get butter popcorn, my feet swell, bro. Like I got gout or some shit, man.
Yeah,
like,
and you can't stop eating it. You're like, you're like, once all that salt, you're just going. So yeah, popcorn is my.
It's fun. I like I like when you get the Christmas sampler of popcorn. You get the caramel popcorn.
Oh, get it every day.
Oh. Those
Santa pack
goes nuts over that, man.
There's nothing like a Santa tin of popcorn.
You don't like that, Rossi?
No, I'm
Really?
just regular. No, plain ass popcorn. Wait, did you guys eat? I guess because it wasn't until I was older and had a brain that I realized that what's that baseball popcorn that's covered in caramel?
Cracker Jacks.
Cracker Jacks was popcorn.
Yeah,
it's technically popcorn.
Heck did you think it was?
You get the little toy or whatever.
I just honestly didn't put two and two.
You thought it was its own thing.
I thought it was its own thing, like its own food. Like they grew Cracker Jacks somewhere on a tree.
It's a farm.
I don't really fuck with that, but I do like the aluminum, the popcorn bin you mentioned during the holidays. My dad used to get that all the time, and man, I used to just clean him out, bro.
They had like a cheese. They had like a white
caramel.
They had like, and then the regular standard, which is the only one I would touch.
It's not surviving. It's not surviving to the new year. That Santa tin, definitely.
Yeah, popcorn to me, man, is just it's a classic staple. Like we have it all the time. So
all the time
we watch a lot of movies. So yeah.
It looks like a bomb shelter. The amount of popcorn, it looks like a bomb shelter here. It's in the pantry. All right, Tommy, what do you got? Bring it up.
All right, so my list is really oriented around, this is basically the back to school kind of lunch. Like these are the snacks that I wish were in my lunchbox going into school. I don't necessarily eat these snacks all the time. Still, it's kind of an 8-year-old's list here, but once in a while, they're still pretty good. So right off the bat, the word snack is in the freaking name of this, and it's a fruit snack. I love Mott's fruit snacks, specifically Mott's. Welch's is great. Mott's is better. You get a little more gummy ratio. But for me, there's nothing like a good fruit snack. And to me, if there was a perfect world, I could have a fruit snack with every meal, and preferably all red ones as well.
Yeah. Those are great go-tos. My kids love those.
House. Yeah, same. Big in this house with the kids.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm always rating them, especially late at night, man. You know what? This is actually a great. I like this topic a lot because, snacks are my Achilles heels. Is my Achilles heels as I've gotten older. And because you got kids and like you got to keep snacks in the house in the pantry, and it's like, you just get in there and you dibble a little bit. Next thing you know, it's like, damn, I just knocked 3 packages down of that. What am I doing?
Yeah.
So I guess
they're so small. Like one pack of fruit snacks,
easy.
you get 5. There's 5 fruit snacks in there. That's
there's 53 grams of sugar in it.
Yeah, I need like a duffel bag. Yeah.
Terrible.
But my ultimate Achilles heel for my number one is ice cream. In particular,
that's a snack. Okay. You consider ice cream a snack?
Yeah.
That's a meal.
Late at night.
The dessert.
No. I just get the little small. We get these like Trader Joe's small drumsticks. Of course, I'm getting like 3 or 4. I'm getting like 3 or 4 of those. But yeah, we buy a lot of gelato. Like our freezer is full of ice cream. Mostly for me, Yeah, I'm an ice cream guy.
Ice cream was a snack. I like this idea.
No, it can totally be a snack, especially if, like Demetrius is saying, if it's in like on a stick. If it's on a stick, it could definitely be a snack. You know what I mean?
Like the Klondike bars.
Like, dude, being at lunch in high school, man, we had like one of the ice cream machines with a vending machine kind of thing, and you get that, the strawberry crumble shortcake kind of ice cream treat.
Yeah,
that's my favorite. So yeah, I consider those are all snacks.
Crazy.
Remember the old
flavors? It was amazing.
Remember the old push-ups that you just get up from the ice cream man?
Toilet paper roll. Delicious.
I know. It's perfect, right?
The ice cream man. Whenever I take the kids to New York, it's unbelievable when we go to when the ice cream man still comes around. It doesn't happen where we are here, but every time we hear it, the kids just go bananas and run up. And we always get the soft ice cream, rainbow sprinkles, chocolate sprinkles. Double, it's the best.
It's a daily thing. It's a night
it's a nightly thing for you, ice cream. Wow,
I love ice cream, man.
Going in. All right, tonight's a big one. Friday night movie night. So my kids will be going in. I promise. Speaking of, just to totally go off topic, I promised my kids Tang tonight because they've never had it, and I was telling them about it. So they're gonna be trying Tang for the first time because they love the retro stuff.
Tang, Tang's great.
My second one, which is really interesting because now it's like my mind got turned around. I don't know if I'm gonna. Okay, so this is one that I've been eating since I was a kid. I try not to eat anymore, but I definitely do sometimes, and probably won't be a huge pick for people. But I was always, I guess, because they were always in my house. My mom had them. Was wheat thins. I used to eat wheat thins.
Wow, that's an interesting pick.
I was a kid. And
I'm gonna fall back on this one, bro.
No, fall back. You can fall back,
bro. That's kind of hospital food.
Hospital food, and I don't know if it reminds me of being a child. It's a hospital food pick, and I got to tell you something. I fucking love it. I love wheat thins.
No, there's nothing like a good wheat thin. It's good. I actually occasionally will buy a box because it's a nice snack. You feel like you're being somewhat healthy, I guess.
It's
and
not. It's
what's nice for me though, when I get the wheat thins, I stack them up like this. I literally will layer them like little tiles. And I'll eat I need like I can't what you can do. Just I'm gonna pop with one. You gotta stack them and slide them in.
I love them.
Wow.
I love them. I guess it shows you that whatever your parents, or in my case, my mom had in the house was what I was eating. She occasionally, had the Triscuits. Like if she
Demetrius is out of this one.
No, he's out of it.
I'm falling back, bro. I'm very, for the record,
you can't have anything.
I'm very juvenile right now. I think we have like our snacks definition is totally different. So I got to fall back on this.
Oh,
I feel you, man. Hey.
I love
each snack his own.
No, I'm gonna I go to the store later, I'm probably gonna get them again. I'll get the low sodium ones, but I know they're terrible for you. They probably have.
What's interesting, guys? Do you think that wheat thins were initially marketed to be like a diet snack?
For sure.
The word thin, you know what I mean? Like that's got to be like one of the it's like one of the first probably like because dieting in food is like a new thing, as in new to the last 30 years, 40 years.
80s.
So like. It was probably like like an 80s thing, like, ooh, wheat thins.
Yeah, because remember there was Wheaties, right? Obviously, and then there was the other cream of wheat and the other wheat cereal, shredded wheat. These were all ones you thought were healthier because they didn't have marshmallows and sugar all over.
Meanwhile, you're just loading your ass up with carbohydrates.
And
oh my God, man. I mean, if we're talking about wheat thins are unhealthy, I don't even want to reveal the rest of my list, man.
Yeah, seriously. No, we got to keep this thing going.
No,
We're gonna have a little more
I'm
fun
telling
than
you,
that.
that's why it's so different. That's why to me that's considered like a bad snack.
I love it.
All right, guys. Number 2 for me. I love myself a good old-fashioned salt and vinegar potato chip. Salt and vinegar chips are on the list. It's a nice variety of chip. It's the kind of chip that you don't think of right off the bat. It's a little
I'm falling
exotic.
back on that one.
Something going on. It almost, what I like about salt and vinegar chips, I don't know if you feel this, it almost hurts a little. There's some pain.
Yeah,
like because you'll cut your mouth on the chip and the salt will get in the wound and you'll feel a little.
And you have to eat them all the time and stuff because it's nonstop because of the pain. No.
Salt and vinegar. Salt and vinegar, baby.
I fuck with the salt and vinegar ones. Yeah. I fuck with those. I like those. I mean, I'm a chip guy too, man. I mean, golly, so many bad vices. My number 2, man, is it's got to be straight out from the oven. Is a Krispy Kreme donut.
Ooh, Jesus Christmas! Your snacks take work, bro.
Wait,
your
so
snacks take work.
Does this mean you take the donuts from the donut shop and bring them back home and heat them up again? Like you'll hit them in the oven? You mean like,
man, you get them? No, there's a drive-through. You get the box and you're popping them off already.
Right
I'm not even making it home.
They're not sitting in. You don't want them sitting in like the window.
No, you got to get them hot right off the.
No, dude,
oven,
that's a wonderful pick. There's nothing like there is a layer of sugar on that donut that when you bite into it, it snaps, similar to eating like a Slim Jim almost. You get that snap.
I don't think I've had a donut.
It's a sugary snap. Well, that's your problem, brother. That's your problem.
I'm gonna get you to eat one donut next movie set. One.
You know what we used to do when I was young? Whenever it was somebody's birthday, we used to have munchkins.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
The insides of
found
out a donut hole.
Something I found out when I was like 40. I didn't know they were the donut hole. I just thought they were making like little donuts on the side. I didn't know they were popping.
Yeah.
But the coconut ones were legit. Yeah,
dude. By the way, there's actual cronuts out now. And it's like croissant donuts. Incredible.
Oh my God, that sounds phenomenal.
Bananas, man. I mean, of course, you only eat like one, but it's 800 calories probably. But yeah, they're really good.
I need a cronut.
I haven't had a cronut, a donut, or a munchkin in 20
years. I want some of my bro nuts to go out and get cronuts with me.
Nice.
All right, is it me again? I'm back.
Yep. We're back.
Oh, man, we're back. My list feels super healthy, but I guess this is the way it is.
What do you got? Celery? Are we gonna get celery next?
It's a great snack. I eat celery all the time.
It is.
No, I'll pivot for a minute because my other 2 are super healthy. So I'm going to pivot. Something that came recently back into my life because of my sons, which was out of my life for many, many years, but has been a staple forever. And it has to be a kind of specific one. I've always been all about pretzels. I love pretzels. I like everything about it. There's nothing, even the spin-offs, pretzel bread, anything pretzel, right? Chocolate covered pretzels, whatever. But I kind of got away from it because it truly is like full empty everything, right?
Yeah.
But pretzel rods, as opposed to anything else, might sound strange. Pretzel rods, I don't know what it is that they taste different. They're fucking fantastic.
No, those are good.
All back.
Demetrius is out.
All back. Keep leaving for me.
What's interesting about the pretzel rod is somebody actually saw the fact that part of that characteristic of a pretzel that's so definable is its twisted nature and said, no. We're going to straighten this bitch out.
Straighten this bitch out.
I'm going to give you a rod. I'm going to give you a rod of fucking pretzels.
And you used to, when you were young, it was like a cigar and stuff. It was like, it had a lot going on for it. It had a lot more than what it was. But pretzels in general, which again, I don't even know how long, years I didn't touch a pretzel, and then recently again. So definitely not donuts out of the oven, but pretzels.
What's nice about your list, Theo, is your list could exist on the Oregon Trail. If you were like, if you were just a settler,
very basic.
You get all your snacks.
Very practical. I don't need anything complicated. If you heard my other 2 I left off, forget it. I'll say them at the end. Go for it.
All right, so for my third one, I got to go with a wonderful variety of M&M, and that is the peanut M&M, that yellow bag, that chocolatey outside. There's a thin candy shell, guys, and it's got a peanut in the middle. And for me, I'm a weirdo. You know, I'll chew them down. That share size means nothing to me. I'll take the whole bag down. And occasionally, if I want to savor it, if I find that I'm going too fast, this is really weird. It's going to sound bizarre, but I'll take the M&M, I'll put it in like a plug, a dip.
Like a dip.
And I'll suck that motherfucker right down to the peanut.
Weird.
So you get to the peanut.
Don't suck
and I can actually see the peanut. It's in there, and I'll eat the peanut. That's some sick dedication.
That is.
Like
awesome.
I got like a dip in. I got a dip in.
Don't let anybody see you. You don't do that with people around. You do that on your own.
That's when I'm all alone in the dark, which is where I prefer to eat.
Yeah, you eat in the dark. That's weird.
When we go to the movies, it's always obviously popcorn, and then I always get a little box, the large box size of the M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, and I share with my 2 kiddos. Yeah. It's a staple for us, man. So.
And you know what's great about it, Demetrius? You're a lifting weights kind of guy. You know, like if you are cheating, I don't know if you've ever done this, but in my mind, like I'm like
cheat all the time.
Some protein. I'm like, there's some protein in here because of the peanuts. Like, have you ever rationalized that?
You know what? No, you know what I do? Here's what I do, bro. Here's what I do: is if I eat like like a bag of M&Ms, I have these like Premier Proteins, like 30 grams of protein. I immediately go drink a Premier Protein, so I feel like I got my 30
I got the numbers.
Well, I got my junk food in, right? Even when I do ice cream too, man. So I'm like,
wait till you find out how bad protein shakes and juices are.
Oh man, I know. We can't win.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There's no fiber in them. They're terrible.
I know.
Absolutely terrible.
I know.
But
where are we at? Number 3?
Number
3.
This snack is my go-to on every road trip. I love road trips. I like to get on the road. I mean, anything within like 4 to 10 hours. Anything beyond that's a little crazy, but like the 4 to 10 hour road trip is nice. And when I'm pushing on that last leg, my go-to snack is crow nuts because it keeps my mind. I don't know. You just feel like you're doing something constantly, huh?
What are they?
You know, crow nuts.
Like a corn chip?
It's like a corn chip. Yeah, it's like a corn chip.
It's a chip. Yeah. But it's got nuts in the title.
It's almost like Bugles. Do you remember Bugles? Isn't it kind of like a Bugle-ish?
Kind of like a Bugle, salty, like it's a corn nut. It's just
I've seen the label. I know what it is.
Yeah.
I see.
I never eat them any other time.
Bags. Yeah, I see what it is.
I never eat them. I
flavors?
just get the basic. Yeah, I just get the basic ones. But I never eat them at all except when I'm driving, because it just kind of takes my mind off the constant drive.
The monotony of the
monotony. Yeah.
That's what you're looking for. All right. So, well, I'll keep it in the nuts because this is something I eat every single day. I'm 100% dedicated to my schedule. I'm 100% dedicated to kind of my life is super regimented outside the crazy ass business we're all in.
Yeah.
So I have and this has been probably going on for, my goodness, 15, 20 years that I eat every single day. I have, and this is definitely not donuts out the oven, and this is surely not M&Ms in the dark. This is I eat raw mixed nuts of all the mixed nuts every day.
Theo, you're a crazy person. You know
I'm a crazy person. I eat them every day. So they're in my car. They're in the house. They're in this room right over there. I'm not going to get up and get them. And they just sit, and I have like little bag stash. And if I need a snack, there has to be raw mixed nuts. And it's like 4 different nuts. And that's what's
the 4 different nuts? Because I eat a lot of
almonds, cashews, walnuts, and the Brazil nut.
Okay. No pistachios. No pistachios.
That I don't like, because I have a movie coming up where my character is obsessed with pistachios. So I kind of got turned off by him because I had to. The director did like 50 takes, and I was eating pistachios every take, and I got violently ill like when I went back to my trailer. So I'm just taking a break on pistachios. I do like them, but they don't usually come in the mixed nut bag. They're an outsider.
Yeah. They're a little bit more.
Yeah,
they're like top shelf.
They're not throwing them like just la-di-da-di all in any bag, right? They cost more money. And then I don't do the peanuts. I'm not a peanut
Yeah, me
I
either.
like peanut butter. I just don't like the peanuts.
No, we see eye to eye on that for sure. I'm a mixed nuts guy. I love almonds. I like walnuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You used to have
I
to
like
work
them
for
all,
those
dude.
walnuts when you were young.
Yeah,
They
you
used
do.
to have them on the
gotta,
table. My family had them. You had to crack them.
You had to crack them open. Yeah,
Sometimes you get a shell in the tooth.
Yeah, dude. I used to crack them like an idiot. Used to crack them open with my teeth like a moron. But
yeah,
wow.
Yeah, and you had to work. You had to work for your food. I think that's why a lot of people pistachio doesn't get the respect it deserves because you got to work for it.
It is a lot of effort, though, guys.
It's a lot of
effort.
You can't just go in while you're watching something.
But that's part of the journey. That's cool, though, man. I enjoy that shit.
I get that. I get that.
You feel redemption when you get.
I would have to I would have to deshell a bunch of them ahead of time. So you guys, if you've noticed from what I've said about the wheat thins and about the, I like to stack things and I like to just get an overwhelming amount of them chewing. I'm not a single. So I'd have to deshell first. Line them all up and then just scoop and go.
I don't think deshelling became popular until the last 15, 20 years. Deshelling wasn't part of the deal for a long time.
No.
When you got walnuts, you got walnuts. When you got even peanuts at the ball game, when you go to the game, they give you that giant bag and it's all over the floor, because you got to get the peanuts.
Gross. Oh, yeah, those gross.
Boiled peanuts.
Yeah. There was you had to work for your food. Now it's everything's given to you, kind of deshelled, whatever. So
how ironic.
How ironic. So definitely raw nuts.
We've been keeping it in the nuts, guys. That's going to be a new T-shirt available on our Patreon. Keep it in the nuts. Keep it in the nuts. That's our new merch coming soon. You can get yourself that. And while we're on the topic, we appreciate y'all hanging out, talking snacks with us. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already.
Yeah.
As you view us and as
if you like nuts, subscribe.
If you want to keep it in the nuts with the crew here, you'll hit that subscribe tab post haste.
Man, you're so nutty.
You're so nutty. And you know what?
It's Friday.
You got to subscribe because it grows the channel, and then your thing grows, and everybody grows together, and it's a whole big thing. Great. All right.
So number 4.
Yeah.
Again, I'm thinking the lunchroom. I'm thinking to myself back in high school, there'd always be, I was a bring my lunch kind of guy. My mom would pack a lunch. I'm Italian. She'd load it up with all the good stuff. But if I had an extra 50 cents, because that's what they used to cost, I could go up to the little lunch lady there and I could get myself an oatmeal cream pie, which is just a funny thing to say.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Those are classic.
I don't love saying oatmeal cream pie. It's a fun word to say.
Apparently you
do. Once you get past ordering the cream pie up, it's a delicious treat with an oatmeal outside, a creamy inside, and of course another layer of oatmeal on the bottom. It's a good time, and it's the safest way to have a cream pie as well.
Pretty much.
Are you talking about the Little Debbie cream pies? Right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Little Debbie.
They had it stable, man.
And they had those schools on lock too.
They had the fudge round. Dude, oh my God, the Nutty Buddy, bro. You just brought me right back. Nutty Buddies,
Star Crunch.
Star Crunch. And what is it? A honey bun. A honey bun was a good time.
I didn't lay off those, man. I'd be bouncing off the walls, man. Like I was.
Well, they were also bro, they were 1,000 calories a honey bun.
Yeah,
insane. That
so
was a chubby bag.
I was an offensive
lineman. I played offensive lineman in high school. It was as Mike was a shock, but I was 220 in high school. I was a big old
lineman too.
Yeah,
I was
no way.
I played guard and defensive end.
Slot back, man. Slot back and cornerback.
Yeah, I switched to fullback when I got myself back in shape. When I was young, I had that moment, Tommy. Same moment as you.
You were 220 in high school?
No. He was. I wasn't.
Wow.
I was a big fella.
About 165, 170.
When I started playing Pee-wees, I had 1 or 2 years where I was just hitting the McDonald's hard. And when I went to join Pee-wees, they put me on the up team and they were like, "You're going to play left guard." And I was like,
"What?" Yeah, because they saw you and they're like, "Oh, he's bigger than the other kids."
Yeah, I was bigger than the other kids. And I was like, "Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to play." And then that was a good motivation to be like, maybe I need to lay off.
You guys were deemed as husky.
Yes.
Yeah. I was bigger. Yeah. But it for some reason it kind of the equilibriumed out. It just changed after. But I had a few years. And that's why I was, but
those Mickey D's, man, those nuggets, bro.
Bro, I remember going like
nobody thought it was bad. You would just
like we would literally like during double sessions, you know, you do your football practice in the morning, and then we would go to McDonald's, just go nuts at McDonald's, and then go back to practice. And it's crazy to think of, you know, like Mickey you're trying to maintain any level of an athletic physique while eating McDonald's like crazy every day. But you're a kid, you know.
Different. That's when my birth father used to own stores in the mall, and McDonald's was like, again, it was like you thought it was just a regular restaurant and you can go and eat it. No one was like, oh, don't eat too much of it. It was like, oh, if you went to eat it, you ate it. And then my mom would try to mimic it at home. Like she would make burgers and, you know, because you'd be like, I want McDonald's. She'd be like, I'll make McDonald's. Like it was almost like, instead of saying burgers, she's like, we're having McDonald's tonight. And I'm like, that's not McDonald's.
On the slices, the white bread, the 2 slices of Wonder Bread.
It's Wonder Bread with like weird burger. And you were like, this isn't McDonald's. But to her, that's what she was calling it. She's like, well, I would be like, what are we having for dinner? She'd be like, we're having McDonald's. I was like, hyped. And then I was like, oh, that's not. But you would eat that all the time. And no one, I don't know when it happened. And for me, it didn't happen until I left home. And I realized, like, I'm going to say it happened after college for me, where I became aware of food, where I was like,
same.
I'm not supposed to eat
I think
that.
the military for me.
You became aware.
Too, it's like, it also, too, it's like, that was the age of, like, endorsements. So, like, you got Michael Jordan's all over McDonald's. You got all the athletes, you know. So it was like, you know, and then you had the Subway thing. You know, because I thought Subway was basically diet food. I thought Subway was diet same here. I
was like, I'm not eating that diet food. Like I assumed it was when Boston Market came, I assumed that was like the healthiest thing you could eat back then. But think about it, it's almost like history repeating itself because the athletes prior to that generation were smoking in the dugouts and they promote cigarettes. Right. So it was like it's kind of nefarious where something that's really bad for you, they use athletes to push.
I know.
It wasn't until like, even when I became like nuts with running marathons and doing all these like ultra marathons, stuff like that, that I realized like how bad Gatorade was for you. I was like, oh, wow, Gatorade's really
loaded with sugar.
Loaded with sugar. And I was like, oh, that's not good. Because I'd just be thinking this is healthy.
It's a sports drink.
It's a sports drink. All right, D, what's your fourth? Let's get it.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna throw in a healthy snack on this one because I mean all mine had just loads of sugar, and I must be the juvenile delinquent of the bunch. So I'm gonna have to go healthy, man. And I gotta say, man, I'm a big hummus fan. I love hummus, and I always go like hummus, celery, hummus, carrots. That's
all we have.
Yeah, man. I love hummus, man. And I eat it pretty much daily, you know, either with celery or my go-to is carrots. So and broccoli, bread. Like hot broccoli. Well, I do the pita bread too. But when I'm trying to stay healthy, I'll just go to carrots and celery. So I love it.
Now they've gotten funky with the hummus. They make like all these different.
I like traditional. Traditional. Yep.
Yeah, you know, I'm one of those guys where like I would never go out and seek out hummus, but anytime I'm around it, it's a friend of mine. But it's definitely I can't say I've ever went out and bought it, but it is a great snack.
Good traditional, like authentic. I mean, obviously, Rossi, you can.
Oh man, I've had the best.
Give us the lowdown on this.
Yeah, I've had the best traditional hummus when it's made right. I mean, it's got its whole world in it of spices.
What's like the key? What are the key components of a hummus? How do you make it?
I mean, I guess it's the chickpeas, right? So it's the certain kind, but I think it's the oils and the chickpeas and like whatever spices they're using. Now, my kids like the roasted garlic one. There's one they like. There's like a red pepper one that they like, and then there's a great Lebanese spot right over here that does like homemade ones, and they'll make some interesting ones. There's like beet hummus and whatever. But for me, if you're going to be having it on the regular like I do, it's strictly
same here. I go straight traditional. And I feel like it's one of those snacks too where there is a lot of protein in it, and it's like I feel satisfied after I have it, because there's some snacks that that has zero nutrients, and it's like I'm still hungry again. Like.
But you got to be careful because hummus will mask itself as it's not. If you get the wrong one.
Well, that's with anything. That's with anything, Yeah.
But again, that's something also that just kind of came on in the last 15 years. I grew up with it, but I've never seen it. Now it's available they have whole sections in supermarkets.
Yeah, like it's funny, Theo. You said your kids eat hummus. I don't think I had hummus until I was 28 years old. You know what I mean?
My kids ask for it. They get it in their lunch and stuff. Like they love it.
Yeah, I think it was when I went to the military. You know, you have all different walks of life. You know, I had a couple Persian homies that kind of put me on it. So I mean, I've pretty much been eating it regularly for like 15.
It'll sneak
years.
up on you. Yeah, I do it with the carrots. So I'm going to tell you what my other one was that I pivoted to pretzels, just because I want to put it out there. It's not, Tommy, when the graphic goes up, this has nothing to do with it, but it is something I have every single night. I'm going to consider it a snack, even though I'd like to consider it an after meal dessert. Every single night, I can't tell you for how long, I'm so nuts. I feel like I'm like RoboCop. I have like an over 90% chocolate, like dark chocolate. I have like
it's good for you.
Yeah. So I have that every single night. So technically it would be considered a snack because I have it no matter where I am in the world, no matter what I'm doing, I will have one. And I guess
is it edible?
No, it's not an edible. It's just straight up 90%.
Does it help you go to sleep?
I don't know what it does, but it's definitely not laced with anything, even though chocolate covered mushrooms are delicious.
Yeah.
I love them. Did I ever tell you my chocolate covered mushroom story?
No.
Hit it.
I'm living in LA. This is right when the internet's becoming like fresh, like where it's like a thing. We couldn't afford a computer. My buddy in the apartment below us had one. He had like a gateway, and if you wanted to jump on the internet, you had to, go down to his apartment to get on the internet. So he's out of town. He says, hey, just go check on. He had a cat or whatever. I'm like, yeah, of course. And I'll go down, and then I would be like, I'm going to go down. I'll jump on the internet. This is going to be fantastic. And I went into his fridge, and I'll never forget. He had pesto. He had some bread. So I was like, oh, nice. I'm going to use some pesto. I'm going to have some bread. And then I saw a whole sleeve of Godiva chocolate, like the gold box. And I was like, oh, this is
it's going down.
And I'm like, well, let me get down with this because I got an audition and like I had a commercial audition in like 40 minutes. So I just started pounding this Godiva chocolate. And I go to get in my car about 30 minutes later, and it looks like a fucking spaceship. And I'm like, what? How do you drive this thing? Why am I here? Why do I exist? I go, what's happening? So I had no idea what was happening. I go, what the fuck is going on? I was like, and I can't stop laughing. So I lived with Mona at the time. So I go back up to my apartment. Mona's outside watching. I'll never forget it. Mona's watching The Devil's Advocate. And I go upstairs and I just have to go lay down for a minute. I go lay down, close my eyes, and it's basically like the 4th of July in my eyes. And I'm like, okay, this is it. I'm officially having a nervous breakdown. I knew it was coming at one point, so this is it. And then all of a sudden in my mind starts thinking that Al Pacino's in my apartment. So I want to get dressed to go meet him. So I'm getting dressed to go outside and meet Al Pacino.
Wow.
And he's not there. And then I realized, we call my buddy, that it was like an eighth of mushrooms dipped in chocolate.
Oh my God, bro. Oh my God.
Did you hear Al like, Theo, you're going to be late for your audition.
Yeah, but don't be careful of Godiva chocolate, bro.
Good Lord.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's a great story. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to share
that was the worst
stories.
Snack I've ever had. That's my reverse. That's my reverse.
Next week on the Rushmore of hallucinogens. Join us.
Yeah. Well, why don't we do a quick honorable mention run? Everybody throw one out.
Yes, I love that idea. I actually have one. Kick us off, Theo. You started this, right?
Oh, honorable mention for me?
Yeah. Start us off.
Ritz crackers. I eat the healthy ones now. I'm all about Ritz crackers, like all about.
I like it. I'm with it.
The red box. Oh
yeah, but I don't do those anymore. I do the healthy ones. I do the whole wheat HEB. That's our supermarket out here. I do the whole wheat healthy one, low sodium. But let me tell you something. Fuck, man, Ritz are like unbelievable.
Crack.
You take a whole sleeve. You take a whole sleeve down of those bad boys.
Take that whole sleeve to the face.
Yeah.
Guys, for me, it's just your traditional Skittles. Taste the motherfucking rainbow. There's nothing wrong with a Skittle at any time of day.
My kids would love you for that.
Yeah, I like Skittles. I like both those calls.
What's the blue bag? What's the blue bag of Skittles? That's
tropical Skittles. Tropical.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a traditionalist, man. So I stick to most of the, the red bag, or for the Skittles.
Classic red bag.
Classic, yeah. My go-to is probably my favorite candy bar of all time. I've been eating these since I can remember, man. Since I was like 4 or 5, I guess would be Snickers, man.
Oh, nice.
Oh, the best.
That's
the number one candy bar. I mean, again, it's been
by far.
Easily. I mean, it's Twix is incredible. Kit Kat's incredible.
Kit Kat. I mean, whatchamacallits is cool.
You got nougat. If you got chocolate crunchy nougat and peanuts.
I can tell you what
I can freeze that Snickers and then take that up.
I can tell you what I'm not fucking with, and that's a Milky Way and a Three Musketeers.
No way.
Agreed.
Or
Agreed.
a peppermint patty,
bro. How pissed are you?
Patty, yeah.
How pissed are
like
you?
Who's buying those? Let me ask you this.
Somebody.
Right now. Who the fuck is buying Milky Ways and Three Musketeers?
Guys, we're less than 2 months away from Halloween, so you can imagine being a little kid when you come home. We definitely got to do that. But when you come home and you look at your bag and you've got Milky Ways and Three Musketeers,
I'm pissed off.
What?
I'm
what am
pissed
I gonna,
off.
Me too.
But I'll tell you one that never made the main event and was always a mid-carder. That's a fantastic one. Is a 100-gram bar.
Oh, 100 grams is great too. Yeah.
Could never get over though.
Never got over.
Just could never get over.
Never get over. But Reese's peanut butter cups, even though it's not a bar.
Top guy.
I'm with you.
Top guy.
All right, we went off on a tangent. So
my thing is, hold on. Let me get this in real quick. Let me get my shit in real quick. I gotta have the nuts in my bar. So that's the reason. That's the difference between the Three Musketeers and Snickers. You got to have nuts in it. And nuts has been our topic of this fucking Rushmore, by the way.
This is the nuts.
Get your keeping it in the nuts merchandise coming soon.
Keeping it in the nuts. This has gone nuts.
This might get slapped with a rating, guys.
This might get slapped with a rating.
We're talking about cream pies and nuts.
Cream pies and nuts. There's too much nuts, guys. Listen, subscribe. I have no idea what this episode was about, but I hope you enjoyed it. And that's it.
Also, guys,
have a great Labor Day weekend. Be safe out there.
Yeah, snack out hard. And guys, if you haven't, check out our Patreon channel. We have even more silliness and shenanigans that you don't get to see on YouTube. We go on there. We troubleshoot technology. We figure out how to bring this world-class broadcast to you each episode. So check out our Patreon. There's a lot of fun stuff, a lot of extra content, a lot of fun little things that you get.
It's in the description. Go click on it.
Check it out.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Just subscribe. All right. Goodbye.